What's going on, everybody? My name is Gus and welcome to another VR first look right here on the VR Vault. So in this video, I'm going to do things just a little bit differently. So rather than showing you guys the very first time I try a game out, I've actually played through about an hour of it, and that way I can give you guys a little bit of a better impression of what I think of the game and whether or not you should buy it. So today we're looking at a game called Feral Rites. It's by Insomniac Games and it's a VR brawler for the Oculus Rift. So my opinions on it right now are kind of mixed. There's some good aspects to it, and there's some not so good aspects to it. And I want to kind of flesh those out over some gameplay. So let's jump right in. All right, guys. So here it is. Welcome to Feral Rites. So as I said before, it's a kind of a top-down brawler. It's a fixed perspective. You can do it sitting down or standing up. But I mean, I found it works fine just sitting down because the camera moves with you as your character progresses through the level. So as you can see, those blue lines, those are at the point at which the camera will switch, and most of the time, most of the things that you're looking at are directly in front of you. So I'm going to do whatever it needs to be done in this zone and show you guys a little bit of what this game is all about. Oh shit, what the hell happened there? I'm not honestly sure. Oh, hello. So that guy popping up right there is one of the first things that I noticed about this game, and one of the first things that I kind of have a little bit of, oh shit, alright, there's a new thing I can do. I can just grab these dudes and chuck them across the freaking map. That's not too bad right there. But yeah, so one of the, oh yeah, there you go. Boom, just bit your entire head off. So yeah, as you can see right here, this game is pretty gory, and the executions like that are pretty brutal, which is actually cool. But unfortunately, there aren't too many of them. I've only seen about 2 so far. There's 2 in this form, which is a cat form, and there are 2 in your human form. But other than that, I haven't seen many yet. Maybe I'll unlock some more later, but I have not gotten to that point yet. So, yeah, the thing I wanted to bring up earlier was that guy who pops up all the time. This guy right here. Perfect timing. Oh my god. Okay, so yeah. I'm muting him in the video voiceover, but this is exactly what I'm talking about. This guy pops up so often, and I don't know about you guys, but when I'm playing a brawler, I really don't care. Shut up. Oh my god, shut up.
Go to the tombs to the east and west to activate the gateway.
I literally can't do this. Okay, yeah. So after however long that was, he's finally gone. Basically, this guy pops up all the damn time and just bugs you. And I don't know about you guys, but when I'm playing a brawler, when I'm playing a fighting game, when I'm playing games that don't have a very coherent story, I don't want it shoved in my face every 5 seconds. Like, in my opinion, a worse sin than not having a story, which this game does have a story. It's very loose. There's something about a tribe and your father, and you have to go reclaim something or other, blah, blah, blah. My opinion is that the bigger sin is having a really, really boring and unexciting story and shoving it down your throat all the time. There's so many cutscenes where you just can't move and you're just sitting there. Like, the very first 20 minutes of the game, I fought 7 enemies or so and then listened to people talk for, I don't know, 15 of those minutes. So it's just, it makes me confused as to why they would do that. Like, the story is not great, but why force it? The fighting mechanics are good enough, and why not focus more on those and less on the story? It's just a little confusing to me, and I mean, maybe it might get better as the story goes on, but as of right now, the exposition is insane. So here's a big boy, big baboon boy. Oh shit! All right. Oh Jesus, am I dead? Okay, so yeah, so basically what happened there is the purple bar above me is my spirit meter, and when that goes to 0, I can no longer be in that like big jaguar form, and this means this baboon dude is going to be a little bit more difficult to fight. But it'll give me a chance to talk about the combat mechanics a little bit. So this game is quite this game is quite fluid, honestly. Oh, here's another one. I haven't seen this one yet. Oh shit, alright. See you later. Just snapped his neck right there. So, the fighting mechanics in this game, it's quick, it's responsive, the combos are good. I would have liked to see a little bit more variation in the combos, because at this, you can do a couple, but I mean, I'll show you the combo list right now. Moves list. You have, obviously, different forms, so you have different combos, but none of them really feel that different. I could do any of these combos, and you wouldn't be able to identify which ones they are. The Jaguar Crescent Kick versus the Rising Fist. They really don't have much kick to them. I mean, it feels great to use them, but honestly, you could, hello, all right, you could stick to 2 or 3 combos the whole game, and you wouldn't know that you were missing out on anything, honestly. And like, you can knock people up in the air and jump and chase them around, and it feels good. But I kind of would have wished that there would have been again, a little bit more focus on the actual gameplay, and rather like the story and some of the other elements in this game, which there are a lot of. There's a lot of content in this game, surprisingly. It's a lot more than just a brawler, and some people might like that. There's a lot of exploration to be done. I'll show you the map right here. It's kind of like Assassin's Creed or something like in that respect. But yeah, there's all these different collectibles. So you have chests full of experience, or these tokens, like that thing right there. And basically those are the things you use to buy new equipment and upgrade your character. So as you can see, the map is dotted with these little things, and there's different engravings and a rune door. So there's a lot to explore and a lot to do. So that's really cool if you're into that kind of moving around the map, and it gives you things to go for rather than just wandering through the map, which is pretty cool. It really kind of like gives you the opportunity to see what you're missing. So if you're a completionist, you can totally get everything, and this game will allow you to do that. I know there's also some parts in the game that I can't access yet, so I know that going back to these zones and getting some replayability and actually picking up different upgrades that I missed will be a part of this game, should you choose to do that. Here's something that's actually kind of cool. I don't know, where are these cages coming from? I have no idea. Oh Jesus, I might be in a bit of trouble here with that baboon guy. I want to show you some of the ways you can use manipulate the environment. There we go. Alright. I gotta get this guy over here. Hold on. Whoops, send him packing. Alright, so there are really interesting ways to manipulate the environment. Oh, shit. Hold on. Let me grab you and throw you. Jeez. Come on, one more of those. Come on. Oh yeah. See that right there is absolutely incredibly satisfying, and that's where this game really shines, is the cool stuff that they put in here, the environmental hazards. Like there were some traps that shot arrows, and one guy got like completely pinned against the wall. It was intense, and I really liked it a lot. Oh shit. Alright, you're done. Jeez. Oh wow, I'm getting wrecked. So that, yeah, this guy's obviously a lot bigger and a lot slower than the human form, but it's pretty cool. You also can change to a jaguar and run around the map, so collecting those collectibles is a little bit easier. So yeah, so this game, when we're brawling, when I'm fighting people, it's really good. And oh, this guy blocks light. Even when I'm in cat form, it's insane. You can also do parries. Hold on, I'll try to do a parry. It's kind of hard to do though. I might be dead here. I might just suck at this game, maybe, honestly. But yeah, like these parts when you're just beating people up, like what I want from a brawler, the game's great. But some of the other parts are just slow, and it makes me wonder why they would add these parts in to what is at its core just a beat 'em up, which is a pretty competent beat 'em up at that. This also brings me to something else I wanted to talk about, which is the implementation of the VR mechanics. So Insomniac is no stranger to creating virtual reality titles. They made Edge of Nowhere, which was awesome. I just actually started playing through that, and I really like it a lot. And so they're no strangers to creating virtual reality titles, but once again they went for the kind of third-person camera thing, which is cool. It's a good way of using VR, but unfortunately, that's about it, and there's really not much else other than just kind of using it as a camera. And for a brawler, I guess it works pretty well, but it's kind of like old Resident Evil game, but it's like a fixed camera. So, and that's something I was kind of disappointed in. I really thought that they would maybe make a few more interesting mechanics with the virtual reality headset, rather than just using it as like a camera to look around. Because, like I said, there's really everything I need is in front of me. Like everything I need to see is right in front of my face. There's not much I have to really look around for. It is cool to be able to check around your surroundings and look for collectibles, but what's that? Talisman? I'm not sure what that is. Oh, hello. All right. See, look, there's a ton of collectibles to be picked up throughout this game, so that's pretty cool. Okay. But yeah, and they're the only thing that I really see them doing with the headset is these things called lookout points, and I'll show you. Wow, come on, dude, get big. Jeez. Well, there you go. So one of the only ways that they really switch it up in terms of using the virtual reality headset in an interesting way is through these things called lookout points. And there's these treasure chests that give you a lot of upgrade points, which is pretty cool. But yeah, the lookout points are scattered throughout the map. And let me see if I can find one around here that... Oh, okay, so right there, lookout points. Am I close to one? Maybe I'll try to make my way over there. I'm going to make my way there, and then I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Alrighty, so here we are at a lookout point, and this is one of the only ways that I've seen this game really implement virtual reality in any interesting way whatsoever. And so basically, you click on this point, and you kind of look around your surroundings to find a glyph. There it is on up above that thing right there. As you can see, it's sparkling. And basically, you just stare at it for a couple of seconds, and you get a reward and experience points. So, not that interesting, honestly, and it's kind of disappointing. What I would say about this game is that more so than being a very good brawler on the Oculus Rift, I would say that this proves that the brawler genre does work on Oculus, but it's not fleshed out in any way that's interesting. There are so many other brawlers out there. I'm going to take a look and try to get to a different spot. Alright, let's find a way. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I can use it. Yeah, it more so just proves... Oh, jeez, I'm getting wrecked. I'm gonna die. Holy shit. Yeah, it more so just proves that brawlers work on the Oculus Rift rather than doing anything really interesting with them. And I feel like there are... If you're comparing this to any other brawlers like God of War or Dante's Inferno was a great one. It was super interesting setting, really interesting mechanics, and a lot of different varied gameplay styles and weapons and stuff. This one really just doesn't do anything new for me, and it really just doesn't itch that brawler itch that you'd want. And just because it's on, again, this motherfucker. If I wanted to itch a brawler scratch, I would not be picking up this game. The combat's fluid, but it's not as tight as those other games. The combos, like I said, were kind of lackluster, and to say this game is a bad game is not true. This is a very, very competent game, and there's a lot here. If you guys like exploring, if you like collecting treasures and upgrading stuff, and I'll show you guys a look at the character upgrade screen, this might be your cup of tea, but for me, it's just really disappointing, and I really think that I thought that they would do a little bit more with it rather than just use it as a camera. But like you can see, the upgrades, not much here for character stuff, but luckily there are some equipment upgrades that you can use, which are pretty cool. So I'll show you those in a second. Equipment, you can equip different pieces of equipment. I have a couple of pieces of armor on right now, and the armor gives you different buffs and does different things. So this counters now add double the combat points to my combat score. Unfortunately, I fucking suck at countering, so it's not really doing me much good. But, and these tumbler boots increase the range of my roll. And also these pieces of equipment can be upgraded if you collect these resources that are collected throughout the world. That's another gripe I have with this game, is it makes you destroy random shit like that in order to get these random resources to upgrade stuff. It's like, dude, this is a brawler. I don't want to be going around punching inanimate objects. Like, that's not fun at all. Why would anyone want to be punching rocks to collect resources in order to upgrade? Like, why? I get, like, it's varied, you want to explore, blah, blah, blah. But when I'm playing this game, like, I want to go fight stuff. I want to kill stuff. There's nothing around right now. Like, where are all the enemies? It's just a confusing game, and I think they were trying to do too much without focusing on the things that, at least for me, make the game great and make brawlers really great. Yeah, so honestly, a really disappointing showing from Insomniac Games with Feral Rites. I really had high hopes for it, but it really failed to deliver on all the key aspects that I would expect a brawler to deliver on. And yeah, while it might have some redeeming factors, I really don't think it justifies the $50 price point, and on that reason alone, I can't recommend this game. In my opinion, you could get 3 or 4 other VR titles and have way more fun with each of those than you would by paying $50 for this one. An unfortunate blunder for Insomniac Games on the Oculus Rift, but I mean, I guess it's gonna happen. Anyways, on a lighter note, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the new format that I'm thinking about doing. If you did, be sure to leave a like or a comment so I know to keep this up. Also, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the VR Vault, that's me, for some more first looks and in-depth reviews on all your favorite virtual reality titles. Anyways, this has been Gus with the VR Vault, and I'll see you guys in the next video.